The best part about the sport of hockey is that there is a common dream shared by anyone who's ever laced up their skates and taken the ice. The passion created is enough to drive a select few to make that dream a reality. For current Amerks players, Justin Bailey, Patrick Kaleta, and Matt Ellis, along with their coach, Randy Cunneyworth, their lifelong dedication to the sport of hockey is that dream come true.
Can you tell me what your earliest memory of hockey was, whether it's being exposed to it or maybe the first time playing?
Growing up, I was obviously a huge Sabres fan, but I mean, there's little memories, I think just from seeing videos from when I was younger, and growing up, I lived in the same place as Matt Barnaby and guys like that, and I think one of my most vivid memories is being at a Sabres game and just him tossing a puck over the glass at warm-ups, and something that's so small and so little that I do now, and that's something I remember from when I was younger.
So would you say that's a surreal feeling now, being able to be the one that might inspire a new generation of hockey players?
I think so. I think, like I said, I think it's a small little gesture, something that I'm sure he doesn't remember, but for me it was something special, and I was probably no more than 5 years old, and 15 years later it's something that's in the back of my head.
Fortunately, right across the street from a park, and the recreational people would set up the boards and we would be in charge of flooding. But after school, I'd basically go play and skate till dinner time, and then actually quite often go right out back out after dinner time as well, just to get out of the dishes, so I didn't have to do the dishes. But those were fond times, and didn't think anything of it. It was just part of our ritual every day. You get home from school and put the skates on and go play.
Myers around Holland, sends it near side. Ellis scores! Matt Ellis ties this game at 1.
It must have kind of dawned on you that you could make a go at playing this game professionally. You could make a living out of it. What was that like for you?
Well, it's kind of it's a surreal feeling for me. My route into professional hockey wasn't as cut and dry as a lot of other guys. I was an undrafted free agent, and actually just the feelings that it stirs up thinking about catching the eye of one person and being able to earn an opportunity, which in turn allowed me to earn a living playing this game. It's something that I'm thankful for each and every day, and there's no better way to make a living than coming to the rink and being part of a team playing hockey.
Ellis, who scored the first goal of the night, can finish it. Brings it in, shoots, she scores! And the shootout victory for Matt Ellis puts it away as the Amerks come back from behind. All the way around, Kotelik has it bounce past him, and here's a breakaway. In alone, score! Patrick Kaleta shorthanded.
What was it like when you found out that you got drafted by the Buffalo Sabres, the hometown team?
It was one of the best weekends ever. I graduated high school on the Saturday and was drafted on the Sunday, so growing up in Buffalo, I've always had a dream to play for the Sabres, and I knew it was a possibility. It could happen. When I first got the call, I was just overwhelmed with joy. And you take some time to enjoy it, and then after that initial feeling is gone, you realize how much more work you have to do to actually get there.
It was special, I think, especially because there's a couple pre-draft combines where you kind of go to different teams, and the Sabres were one of the teams that I went to, and that was obviously a cool experience, and never in my wildest dreams would I imagine on that night that I'd be selected by the Sabres. So when that pick came up and I got selected, it was definitely going to be something I remember for the rest of my life.
Why did you decide to dedicate your life to playing professional hockey?
I think if you'd have saw my wedding this summer, you'd understand how great of teammates I've had over the past 10, 12 years, whatever it may be. It's like a brotherhood. You take care of them, they take care of you, and as you well know, that I take tremendous pride in sacrificing for any one of my teammates.
Center range, the gloves are dropped back up ice. Kaleta pounding away on Lapine. Kaleta had that left hand working.
You love to play hockey, but in the big picture, I take pride in helping people. I just know how fortunate I am to be where I am, and I just like to be able to give back and have someone in Buffalo sitting in my shoes 10, 15, 20 years from now saying that, you know, Pat Kaleta was a big inspiration for me, and he's taught me a lot of things, and he can carry on certain things that I believe in.
I think for me it's something where, you know, I try to take it step by step. Just, you know, obviously enjoy the opportunity I have, and try to make all those years of, you know, my mom taking me to the rink and my family taking me to, you know, those early 7 a.m. practices as a little kid, you know, really pay off.
Up the left wing side, Austin gives it off to Bailey. Brings it in over the line, top of the slot, moving in, turns, takes a shot, but they score!
I think that's really what drives me every day, is, you know, trying to make my family proud and also have some pride with, you know, for myself, and you know, achieve that dream I've had for so long.
It comes down to loving something, you know, plain and simple. From day one, there's never been anything else that I've wanted to do in my life. Yeah, even today, there's nothing else I'd rather be doing. I love this game. It's part of my so-called fabric. It's part of what I do, who I am, and you know, I love everything about it. That's why I've dedicated my life to this game, and hopefully can continue playing a while longer.
I think the reason is because I'm having fun. I think it's more about fun and enjoying the game itself. It's such a great game. Not only takes skill, but guys get by with heart and soul, not giving up. I mean, there's so much to it.
Now carrying on is Cunneyworth in over the line, faked his shot, going wide, scores! Cunneyworth double pumping and then ripping it into the short side.
I can't even begin to describe it, but you don't just have to be a skilled player to be able to be successful at this game. And that's what's the best thing about it, is you know, the fact that you can succeed if you try hard. You know, that's what the game is all about.
It's quite easy to say that these four men are lucky enough to make their livelihoods around a simple game. But their stories show that there's so much more to hockey, like how this game is one of the things they love most in life. How pride and determination can go a long way when reaching for your dreams. And although each of their journeys differs from one another, their stories show that when you devote your mind, body, and soul to something you love, the returns are endless.